absolutely was. The Owls and Eskimos meeting in the championship for the third time in 4 years. Don Matthews seeking his record 6th Grey Cup title as head coach. Prime Minister Paul Martin in attendance, taking part in the official coin toss. We will skip to the second quarter. 3-1 Eskimos. The much maligned Ricky Ray hasn't thrown a TD pass in his last 7 games, but he drives the Eskimos deep into Montreal territory.
Ray rolling, throwing to the goal line. It's complete to Ed Hervey. Touchdown!
Ray gets the monkey off his back with a 9-yard strike to Hervey, and the Eskimos take a 10-1 lead into the locker room. But just as they did in Toronto, the Owls come out flying in the third. Calvillo airs it out for his favorite target, then Cahoon. 34-yard pickup to the Eskimo 1. And Eric Lapointe will do the rest. Rumbling in for the score, we have got a ball game. The lead cut to 10-8. A Sean Fleming field goal puts the Eskies up 5. But on the Owls' next drive, Calvillo deep for Sylvain Girard, and with Donnie Brady all over him, Girard makes a spectacular catch. The Owls in business at the 1-yard line, where it will be, guess who? Lapointe. For his 5th TD of the postseason, Montreal takes a 2-point lead. A field goal puts the Owls up by 5, but just when all seemed lost for Edmonton, Tony Tompkins back to field the ensuing kickoff.
Hall of Fame. Tompkins from the 15-yard line. Tompkins with a burst of speed. Now he's deep. He could be gone. Tony Tompkins on his way. Touchdown.
Tompkins returns for a touchdown just as he predicted he would. The 96 yards, that's a Grey Cup record. Edmonton regains the lead 20-18. But the turnover bug hurts the Eskimos early in the 4th. Anwar Stewart knocks the ball out of Ray's hands. Ed Fillion recovers for the Alouettes. Montreal will take over in Edmonton territory, and they will make good. Calvillo on the naked bootleg finds pay dirt. Owls jump back out in front 25-20. Now, Jason Moss has come in for both Edmonton playoff games thus far, so with the game getting down to crunch time and the cup entering the stadium, might we see Moss again? Well, Danny Machocha elects to stay with Ricky Ray, despite the Eskimo offense struggling down the stretch. Less than 2 minutes to play. Edmonton facing a 3rd and 4. Ray airs it out for Daryl Mitchell. He comes up with a huge catch, 35-yard pickup. Keeps the Eskimos' drive alive. A few plays later, Ray will call his own number, plows his way into the end zone. The 2-point convert is good. Eskimos lead once again by 3. So it's up to Calvillo to engineer a last-minute drive. He marches the Owls down to the Eskimo 30 with just 19 seconds on the clock. He's throwing. He's nearly picked off not once but twice. Kiyu Craver can't make the catch. Then Donnie Brady gets a chance to seal the fate of the Owls. Can't come up with the interception. And the Owls escaping a nightmare. Damon Duval with a chance to send the game into overtime from 28 yards out. No mistake. As time expires, the game is tied at 28. And for the first time since 1961, this Grey Cup goes to overtime. Owls with the first possession. Calvillo up top for Dave Stala. Terrific grab. Montreal takes a 35-28 lead. Ricky Ray replies.
Ray rolls, throwing the corner for Tucker. He's got it! Touchdown! The Eskimos.
Tucker showing up when it counts. The TD grab ties the game at 35. And much to the chagrin of the Alouettes, we play on. The Eskimos are forced to settle for a field goal attempt on their second drive. Sean Fleming, 36 yards out. It's good. 38-35, Edmonton leading. The Alouettes go back to work. Calvillo has the ball knocked back to him, then throws to a wide-open Kerry Watkins in the end zone. He drops the ball, but it wouldn't have mattered because the Owls are flagged for an illegal pass. A 10-yard penalty. The Owls facing 2nd and 20, and things will get worse for Montreal on the blitz. Charles Alston will sack Calvillo. That drops them way out of field goal range. Machocha all pumped up. He actually thought it was over, but the Owls had one last chance on 3rd and 31.
Calvillo facing the blitz. In trouble. Rolling away. Desperation. Kicks it away. Ball in play. A.J. Gass has it. Flags are down. That's it.
One of the greatest Grey Cup games ever. The Edmonton Eskimos defeat the Montreal Alouettes in overtime, 38-35, and capture the rubber match between these two clubs. Eskimos earn their 13th Grey Cup in franchise history and 2nd in 3 years.